everyone. We're officially in the second half of 2024, and the most common question we're asked as realtors is how's the market? So I figured this would be a good time to update you on how things are going in the 2024 housing market. First off, the market activity is rather steady. We still continue to have a relatively low supply of housing, but much better than what it's been in years past, up to a 3 month inventory. And while buyer demand is lower than it's been in years past, it's a good balance in the market, which is giving buyers a lot of options, oftentimes allowing them to have some negotiation power in the deal, but yet still favoring sellers and allowing them to sell their homes within a couple months of listing. Home prices have steadily increased, nothing like what we were seeing back here in the crazy days of 2021 and 2022, but they're averaging about 5% year over year right now. Mortgage rates continue to be a hot topic, right? They have been bouncing in between the 6 and 7% range for the last year, peaking out a few months ago and kind of hovering right below 7% right now. I wouldn't expect for mortgage rates to decrease anytime soon. So if that's something that's keeping you on the sidelines, it's really not worth placing your bet on holding off on doing whatever is next in your life because of rates. So if you're able to buy, you qualify. I would, shop within the range of what you can afford for a monthly mortgage. Likewise, if you're waiting to sell, same idea. Don't wait on what's next in your life just because of rates, which are likely to kind of stay in the same range that they are right now for quite some time. What we are blessed with is a pretty strong economy. Central Oregon has a lot of resilience, supported by growing tech sector, tourism, and a strong job market. And this economic stability is a key driver for the housing market, health and growth here in Central Oregon. A lot of the new developments in Central Oregon is really around addressing the housing shortage and building multifamily housing. We do still have a few builders that are building out subdivisions like Hayden, Polish, and Leonard and Monte Vista homes, but overall not the same type of development that we've seen in the past on single family homes, as a lot of that focus is on multifamily housing. But I wanted to give you a little update of what's going on in local markets. Today we'll focus on just Redmond, Bend, and Prineville. But of course, if you want something more specific to a different area, just let me know and I'd be happy to get that for you. So this is Redmond we're looking at right now. Overall, 2021, 2022 is this gray line that you're seeing here. And that was one of those abnormal record years for migration of people in the United States and home sales. It was the most home sales we'd seen in history. But if we look after that, we saw some dips in 2023 because of the mortgage rates and also people just weren't moving as much. For this year so far in Redmond, though, we have 3 months where we have sold more homes than we did in 2023, and then 3 months being January, March, and then most recently June, where we sold less homes than 2023. Overall, though, there's 158 homes that are for sale, 125 homes that are under contract. So you can kind of see that's where that balance in inventory and demand lies. The average amount of time a home is on the market in Redmond is 54 days. And then the prices currently are ranging at our lowest price, 279, and the highest price home, which is out in Eagle Crest, is 2.1 million. So jumping over to Bend, very similar story. We've had more sales than last year in January and April, with a few less sales in February, March, May, and June. Currently, though, days on market is 48. There's 472 homes for sale and 184 currently under contract. So a little bit more supply in Bend than there is in Redmond. We have seen an increased demand in Redmond. The medium list price is just under 800,000, with the lowest price being 120,000 and the highest price being 7.25 million. Lastly, if we were to look at Prineville, we see a little bit more demand in Prineville this year compared to last year. So higher amount of sales year over year in January, February, pretty much equal in March, higher in April, lower in May, but higher in June. So Prineville is one of those areas where there's a lot of development and opportunity. And so we're seeing, and also a little bit more affordability. So we're seeing a lot of people gravitate that way. Right now, there's 49 homes for sale, 31 homes under contract, so just barely over a month's supply there, with the most affordable home being 195,000 and the highest price being 1.2 million, and a much better average days on market, 34. So again, this is just a quick snapshot shot of, three of the multiple cities that we have here in Central Oregon. But as always, I'm here for all of your real estate needs, even if that's just answering your questions. And the biggest thing I could leave you with today is knowing that whatever's next in your life far outweighs waiting to see what happens. So do what's right for you, and I'm only a call away.